There are no hacks, no finessing the system. None of that is gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work. The address is gonna keep coming back as long as the creditor that's reporting the address is reporting it on their monthly basis. I know sometimes you've seen that you have disputed an address and it has come back and you're like, bro, why? I no longer reside there. Like, what's really going on? The reason why the address keep coming back is you have a variety of accounts on your credit report, right? You got open, you got some closed accounts, you got some derogatory accounts, etc. Now, although you've moved, how many of you are really going back with those creditors and updating your personal information, especially the derogatory ones, right? So each creditor, at some point when you filled out a contract with them, unless this is due to identity theft, which we will get into, each creditor that you filled out a contract for, you listed a particular address on that contract or on that application. And the reason why that address is there in the first place is because the creditor that is on your credit report reported that address to the credit bureaus, right? So the reason why the information is not being removed is because it's not updated with the creditor. And so even if you were to dispute online, you were to dispute over the phone, you were to dispute via mail, every time that creditor reports to the bureaus on their monthly update, even if the address was previously removed, it's going to continuously come back as long as that creditor still reports the address. So the key here is to update your current creditors, update the open accounts, even some closed ones. They may, and it may be a hit or miss with them reporting, but I know some accounts, they still do report. Like, say it was closed and it was derogatory, you have your charge off accounts that will still continuously report to the bureaus that this account is still charged off, and maybe the balance may change. Like, if it's been collecting interest, like if it's that type of an account that can continue to collect interest even though you're no longer using the account, it still reports to the bureaus even though it's a closed account essentially. And that information that was with that creditor, specifically your address, it's being reported to the credit bureaus each month. So you need to update the creditors with your address, your current address. That is what stops the address, the old one that we're trying to get removed, from coming back. There are no hacks. There are no finessing the system. It ain't none of that shit, because once the creditor reports the address, it's gonna keep coming back no matter what you do. Mailing in a dispute, filing a complaint, talking shit over the phone to the credit bureau reps. None of that is gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work. The address is gonna keep coming back as long as the creditor that's reporting the address is reporting it on their monthly basis. Like, when you send in a dispute, they're required to investigate. Whatever you say is inaccurate. You say an address, you just say it's not mine, I want it removed. They're going to dispute or investigate, and they're going to see that this particular creditor reports this address. So automatically you're lying. The address is verified, and it's not going to be removed. It's going to say this information remains, nothing changed. You're going to get every other reason except deleted, which is what you're looking for. Before you go disputing with the credit bureaus, you need to have the addresses updated with your creditors. And once you have confirmed with the creditor that old address that we're trying to get removed, or addresses that we're trying to get removed, are no longer in their system, that's when you allow your credit reports to refresh, and the address is not automatically going to be removed. Now, you're going to have to mail this letter that I have on the screen, personal information letter, to the credit bureaus. Of course, you got other things besides your address listed on this particular letter, because there are other things in your personal information section besides your address. So you want to throw that information on here, and then the address will be deleted, and then it will stop coming back, okay? That's what you got to do in order to get the addresses removed. It's very vital that you do this before you begin to dispute your derogatory items, okay? Clean up this section first. It may take a little extra time, you know, it may take more time, but this is what you have to do, you know, to get the address removed, to keep it from coming back. All right. Now, oh, I did, my bad, I got to wrap this damn video up, my bad, hold on. Really back in. Okay, so I did tell you though, if it's identity theft. Now, if it's identity theft, meaning that you've never lived there before, 9 times out of 10, there was an account that was on your credit report that, or an inquiry, something was on your credit report that is the reason why this address is there, because somebody got a hold of your information and used it. So identity theft, all form, anything identity theft. FTC or identitytheft.gov, fill out that report, send this identity theft letter along with that report to the creditor and the credit bureaus, and put the information that is on your credit report that does not belong to you on this particular form. Stop trying to go back and forth. Like, don't go through all these other avenues trying to convince the creditor, this is not my account. Trying to convince the credit bureaus, this is not my address. If you never lived there, and as a result of this address being on your credit report, there was an account that obviously was on your credit report for that address to be there in the first place, or at least somebody attempted to, which is why you may have an inquiry that you didn't authorize. File an identity theft report online, print it, send it to the creditors and the credit bureaus, okay? Send it to both of them at the same time, all right? That's what you do for anything that don't belong to you. Anything, like this could be a misspelled name. I ain't getting into that in this video because it's about addresses. Like, I be doing that all the time. I be giving y'all so much information. Listen, this is what you do to get the addresses removed, all right? Okay? All right. Let me calm down. I'm just too geek, bro. It's like, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just too turned. I'm too turned up. Now, I think I'm really just proud of me for this consistency. This the consistency for me. It's the consistency for me. Now, I'm finna go because my kids downstairs screaming, bro. Like, I just don't even understand. But that's what y'all do with addresses. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment below. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. That's my dude right there. Peep the tat.
I'm an I-9 now. Peep my tat.
All right, peace.